For all the hype that she put on Megatron, sis, that could have sat on Cybertron with the rest of the Decepticons and could have never came to Earth. And everybody would have been thankful and grateful for it. What's going on, you guys? Your girl Just Koi here, and welcome back to the corner, the littest one on the block. Probably the littest one on the street. I don't even know, because the street's a little longer than the block, so we might be the littest corner on the street. You feel what I'm saying? How are you guys? I hope you're all doing well. I hope everything is going good. So I know that by the beginning of this video, you already know what we're here to talk about. We're not going to play no games. We're going to get all into the nitty gritty as soon as we need to, you feel what I'm saying? So I need you guys to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And if you don't want to miss whenever I post, don't forget to put on your notification bell, all right? So let's just get on into it. I want to say it had to be what? Because this release just happened sometime this week. Recently, wasn't it? Anyway, I listened to the new release Nicki Minaj put out, Megatron. I'm sure like a lot of other Nicki fans, I'm not a Nicki fan, just letting you know, but I'm sure like a lot of Nicki fans, y'all was hyped to listen to it, and I know y'all, some of y'all fans, y'all concern me because I don't understand how y'all hear like records that are flat out like inexcusably garbage, and y'all will still like, no, my fave's better than your fave. Like, sis, did you listen to the songs? I'm going to get on Nicki and Megatron for a second. Only reason why I'm doing that is because I am both a hip-hop enthusiast and also a true hip-hop appreciator. So I appreciate the old school lyricists, the old school storytellers, the old school vibe like the Dre's and the Method Mans and the Ice Cube. All the old school rap you can think of. All those old school creators, original artists that kind of came out. And even Lil' Kim. Like, if we're going to go female, let's just stick to females rappers, right? Let's not even talk about the men. Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Coco, Yo-Yo, like Salt and Pepper, like out of the female MCs that came into the world that graced us with their presence, out of all the female MCs, they were all storytellers. Even down to Lil' Kim, who Nicki Minaj refuses to give homage to. She is a pure storyteller. She is a pure lyricist. And when Nicki first came out, no lie, like that's exactly the vibes I got from her. Roman Reloaded and all that other good stuff. Like when she first came out like when she was raw, before she went commercial, before she was really like, I'm going to now monetize my craft and I'm going to forget the soul of why I do what I do. She actually was an artist to me. Like, I really did appreciate Nicki. Like, I appreciated the transitions that Nicki went through. You understand what I'm saying? Like, from her going from being a cartoon to wanting to be respected as a woman. Like, I respected that. I completely understood that. But I started to have an issue with Nicki when it came down to not just her music, but when the fact that her music was no longer even pulling out half the effort that she showed for her outfits. Like, it seemed as though she just knows that she can put together any old thing and y'all are gonna suck it up. Megatron is trash. You can say what you want, you can feel how you feel, but if you look at Nicki's catalog, if you look at what she's produced over the last 10 plus years, Megatron is trash. It's absolutely trash. And did y'all get a chance to watch the video? Ain't nothing but an anaconda replica. I don't care what you say. That video is nothing but an anaconda replica. I watched that video with my boyfriend and my little sister just because my little sister is a Nicki Minaj fan. She watched this with me and I'm a, you know, kind of just, I was just watching, just quiet. I can't remember the last time I jammed to a Nicki, like a Nicki record. Like, I can't remember the last time I was here for Nicki. I mean, I guess because I kind of got over her pettiness. Like, her outside of the music world kind of pisses me off. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're too old, too grown, you know too much, you act, like, for you to be acting the way you acting. Not even acting. You know, I was already off the Nicki train. So listening to this, we saw it pop up on one of the new releases on Apple Music, and I was like, oh, what's this? Megatron. And my little sister was like,
she been talking about Megatron, she been plugging it in and dropping randomly Megatron like in different places and
stuff, hyping it up, this and the third. She wanted to listen to it. So as we listening to it, automatically off rip, I got excited because of the old Caribbean beat that she used is very reminiscent of old school reggae. And then she started fucking up. And it never recovered. I couldn't bounce back from that. Like, I can't. The shot part, like that, Nicki. At the end of the day, You didn't even try. Like, for all the hype you put on Megatron, for all the stress and anxiety you gave your fans for nothing, like, yo, you really didn't even put in work for this, and it shows. It absolutely shows you do not care anymore. You don't care. It's bad enough that you don't know how to bow out gracefully. Because you could have bowed out gracefully and everybody would have been at peace with the Nicki empire. Nobody would have said nothing about the Miss Minaj empire. From everything that you have, from Moscato to your perfumes to your clothes to your music, all the other entrepreneurial shit that you do that we don't even know about. Nobody would have said anything had you bowed out gracefully. You refuse. You're like the old bitter hag that don't know how to let go. You putting out records, like, it's obvious right now you only doing this for your coin. Like, it's period. Any of your fans that appreciate you as a lyricist, any of your fans that appreciated you for your craft, your artistry, they're not there anymore. I'm telling you right now, they're not there anymore. Your original fan base, that people that put you here, that loved your craft and loved what you put out and loved your rawness and loved the flavor and the fact that, yes, you were like Little Kim's prodigy. Like, you were like you studied her and you were a new taste, new flavor to Little Kim. You understand what I'm saying? She's the OG and you became the new G. We understood and we respected that. But you decided to no longer really want to work on your craft. You decided to no longer really be a lyricist. You no longer wanted to be a songwriter. You wanted to be someone that had money and that put out records and that was on top billboards. Like, I don't understand. Maybe it's just the fact that society is so damn simple, it doesn't take much to entertain us. Maybe because our music taste is so trash that we'll accept anything as hip-hop. And I mean anything as hip-hop. We'll slap that on and say it's hip-hop. We'll slap that on and say it's rap. We'll slap that on and say it's, you know, it's the music that makes black culture what it is. And then you'll have people that appreciate the past and the present and where we want the future of hip-hop to go. And we'll listen to the OGs that come out with some shit that's like, yo, you really need to be somebody's mentor. I don't know why you're still putting out records. Why are you putting out records like this is 2008? Nobody cares about this Anaconda boom 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 bass type shit that you're putting out in 2019. Like, I don't know if hip-hop people don't realize that there's a trend that's reverting back that is more popular than there is to stick to the norm. And people are going back to what it is. More women are being natural. More men are liking what they see on a woman without any plastic surgery, you feel what I'm saying? More of us are going back to the simple ways that we used to like to listen to music. And we don't like all that extra techno shit for no fucking reason, especially not in hip-hop and rap. Period, point blank. In hip-hop and rap, we don't have all that 808 boom boom, all that shit. No. R&B, pop, cool. Rap and hip-hop, don't you bring that over here. Especially not to rap. Come on. I need a real rap fan, like a real hip-hop enthusiast who listens to Megatron to tell me that's hip-hop. Tell me that's rap. Tell me those basic-ass, simple-ass metaphors and similes. Tell me that's rap. The only one that I will give her credit for is the one that she put towards homage for Nipsey Hussle. That was it. When she, the line about it still being a marathon. Other than that, whole song is trash. You can fight me on it. You can see me about it. I don't care. That song is trash. Nicki, stop. Like, you know what? Nicki, stop and then consider this, right? What if, because you have the money, you have the power, you have the platform, you got all the necessities, right? That will put you in the position to, no matter what you say, somebody's going to listen to you. And no matter what you do, somebody's going to support you. You have millions upon millions of fans that will ride with you no matter what you do. If for a long time, and I'm not saying like, okay, I understand I'm giving you crap about Megatron being trash because there could be a possibility that the studio or whoever forced you to put that record out. You might have a whole entire album of songs, of pure songs of you, a simple ass beat and a mic and going hard, putting it all on a track. You might have a whole unreleased album like that, right? Record company was like, nah, Nicki, like, you're not releasing that. We need a summer bop. We need something that they're gonna run through the ground on 105.1, 98.7, whatever it is. We don't need you putting out this, how your feelings is, how you developed your relationship, how you coming closer to your relationship with God, like the stuff you going through with your family. We don't need that stuff on the radio because ain't nobody listening to that, especially not from female rappers. We either want to hear how you could twerk, how you could suck dick, how many niggas you talking to, or whatever. Like, we don't want to hear about your life struggle, your progression, and this, that, and the third. Nicki, we don't want to hear what it was like with Pills and Potions, that kind of album. We don't want to hear that with a little bit of Roman Reloaded flavor. You know what I mean? We're not going to put that out to the people. We want you to put out some simple-minded shit that's going to really make people believe that this is what keeps you as queen. That Queen album, damn sure dethroned you, sis. I don't know what you thought you were doing, but that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Queen would have been a collaboratory album of queens of hip hop on that album of Queen. That would have been a Queen album, but you want to do it yourself because, you know, insecurity issues about Cardi, but we gonna pass on. What I was saying is, I think it would be a really dope idea if you have an entire album of unreleased music that you put that whole thing up on Queen's radio. That is your podcast. That is your platform. You own that. That is you. Release Pure Records on Queen Radio to please show us that this is not what the fuck we got to deal with until you decide to retire. Please tell me, Nikki, that this is not how you coming into 2019. After your hiatus, after all this hoopla, after all of this nonsense, this is not how you are coming into 2019. Please, for the love of God, have another single. Like, I really hope, Nikki, that this is not just what you, like, you don't think you did something. I really hope you don't think you did something. And I really hope you understand that the type of music you put out, Megatron, is the exact reason why you were so pressed about where your album was, about where your songs was, when it came down to Billboard and Cardi B. This is the exact reason why you're pressed. Because you're putting out stuff like this. You got people in your ear that are making you look stupid. Facts. You got people in your ear, in your camp, that are making you look dumb. Because they should have told you, Nikki, how old are you? And what is this? And what are we doing? Period. What point of your life are you in? Come on, Nikki. You can't still be rapping the same. You've been rapping for 10 years. Your style, your flow ain't changed at all. You ain't progressed. You ain't evolved. All right. Let me stop before, you know, somebody get clackety, whatever. Look, as a hip-hop enthusiast, as a music appreciator, not a musician, I am really tired of artists. Not just Nikki, because Nikki is like a symptom of a bigger problem. I'm really sick and tired of artists being able to produce mediocre work, and we as a consumer that either choose to not educate ourselves better or choose to not delve in content that is worth actual contemplation and like actually like taking up space in our brain. It's a shame that they don't have to try hard to keep us, to actually earn us anymore. You have artists that are working hard as hell to put out their work, to make sure that people know who they are, to create an audience, to have control and ability over their work. Then you have artists that have platforms that have millions upon millions of dollars, and you listen to their record and you're like, how is it possible that you influence the culture? Like, that's really where I'm at with Nikki. Like, Nikki, you influenced the culture when I was growing up. You did. You really did. You changed the culture. Period, point blank. You're a young female rapper, all do label, Young Money or whatever. You came out, you was with the bangers. Everything you put out was a banger. Every single thing you put out was a banger. You were consistent in your craft. You were consistent in your words. You were consistent in what looked like you were taking time to actually work on what you were doing. And you weren't just putting shit together just to say you had something done. Just to say you could put something out. Just because everybody else around you is putting out some shit, you gonna throw out some shit just because. That's what the fuck Megatron is. This is just because. You had nothing better to do. I'm convinced. You had nothing better to do. You didn't know what else to do with your time. You didn't want to do anything else. And you were in the studio one day and y'all was in there bullshitting around with beats and you decided to put some shit together. That's how a lot of music works. That's how a lot of music sounds, if that's not how it works. And unfortunately, we absorb it and we take it as it is. Not I though. I refuse. So, in conclusion, Megatron is trash. Nikki is low-key trash too. I have hopes for her though. I really do hope and pray that Nikki comes out with something fairly soon to make up for Queen and to make up for Megatron. Because right now, sis, you 2-0. You ain't got no W's on the board, ma'am. I'm just letting you know. Giving you a heads up. But that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Look at you, a real one. If you like this video, don't forget to drop down and give it a thumbs up. If you want to leave a little bit of word, let me know what your opinion is, your thoughts and emotions and feelings behind this video. put it in the comments below. And if you never want to miss when I post, if you want to make sure you join the corner, if you want to be a part of the littest, low-key, unestablishment, established on the block, LLC per se, then definitely make sure you subscribe and put on your notification bell. What you waiting on? It's like what? I don't know, maybe your third video, you done came and said hello, said, hey, what's up, how you feeling, how you doing, and you ain't subscribed. I'm feeling some type of way about it. So let's handle it. Let's get it done. Let's do it, or whatever have you. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media, which is linked down below. Oh, before I go, for sure, definitely make sure you guys keep an eye out for my next video, because Koiscorner has a very big announcement that's coming. So notification bell is a must, all right? Once again, I am convening and closing the corner today. We can continue our discussion, or a discussion of sorts, in the comments down below. And until next time, kiddos, deuces.